Hell and back and went back to hell. Been to jail, came home and went back to jail. Made sales, got a job, went back to sales. Still smart enough to know that I ain't actually failed. Progress stagnant cause you ain't following up. One thing.
What up, TMS family? And today is Wednesday, April 28th. I'm sorry, April 27th, 2022. Here on the 2 Month Show, it's always real talk by real people. And I'm your host, MT. And with me is my co host,
Mr. Jones, and down below.
We have your favorite guest star, aka D'Angelo Russell, for today.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. So, how's everybody doing today, gentlemen?
Chilling, brother. Chilling, brother.
Doing good right now.
See the Phoenix Suns go to work.
Luckily,
Mr. Jones, I was about to say, but Mr. Jones, I told you that's nothing new. What did I tell you? I told you that the Suns will win that series.
Going to work.
Yeah, I told you that they will win the series. Okay, so first off, title of the show is, that's crazy. Obviously, I wanted to add something else to it, but obviously because of YouTube and I don't want our video, demonetized and things like that. Or just taken down, period, and not even published. I went on ahead and changed it, so we just gonna go beep. That's crazy. So, first off, let's go ahead and get right into it. The only team to get swept in the first round, and I had a feeling. I had a feeling because after Game 3, I had a feeling because I was like, they want to take on the villain role, and the NBA, they got to teach a lesson. You don't take on the villain role and think you're going to do what you want and then be successful. They let it slide last year. And, you know what I'm saying, Brooklyn made a little bit of noise. But then this year they said they not having it at all. So Brooklyn Nets swept by the Boston Celtics. They lose literally 4 games to none. Sweep by the Boston Celtics. Lil B.A., what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I want to hear y'all's first.
Okay.
It's really nothing I can say, to be honest. The first game, I think that's the game they got blown out, right?
No. First game is the one they lost by 1 point. It was
none
a
of the
botch.
games was a blowout. I mean, it was a total of like 16 points they lost.
Okay.
Put it like this. It was a botched. Best way to put it is it was a botched defensive play. Kevin Durant lost track of Jason Tatum, staring at the ball like a big goofy, and then Kyrie Irving was left trying to get in the way of Tatum, and
Oh, you
Tatum
hit that
basically had
layup.
an easy layup. Yep, easy layup.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. But that whole series, it was just unfortunate, to be honest. They played really good defense. It's nothing I can say about it. They was all over KD and Kyrie. But KD did show up last game. It was no way he was about to play poor 4 games straight. Impossible. He had 39-40, but Nicholas Claxton missed 10 free throws. 10.
Okay. Why are we blaming it all on Nicholas Claxton?
Oh, hell no, I wasn't blaming on him. He been shooting like shit all year.
Listen, man,
Exactly.
he hit 5 of them free throws. They win that game. Then
Listen.
oh
Go
my
ahead.
God. Then
Go
Ben
ahead.
Simmons. This guy told the Nets front office, it's his thoughts or whatever in his mental whatever block triggered something in his back. Therefore, he could not play game 4. He just couldn't take it.
Genius.
Very genius.
Yeah,
I
man.
probably would have made that excuse too. Fuck, I'm playing for free for.
Man, hey. I'm a Ben Simmons fan, so I'm not even going to disrespect him. I'm going to let y'all say what y'all got to say about this series.
Nah, it's a bitch ass move. I'll be honest.
No, I'm gonna be honest. So here's the thing. I will say this.
Genius though.
He may not be lying with that because I know, like, when I get like real stressed or real anxious about something, my neck tightens up. Like I get tightness in my neck.
Yeah, I get it.
So what I'm thinking is with Ben, and I'm not trying to defend him, but what I'm thinking is It's game 4. Everybody's going to expect you to be the hero. You haven't even played a full game with this team yet. And in his mind, he's like, yo, if I go out here and I have a poor performance, like me personally, I was against, if he didn't play game 3, I didn't want him to play game 4, because I felt like you always need that one game to kind of like get warmed up. And you know what I'm saying? Just like do maybe 15, 20 minutes, do the bare minimum. And I feel like game 3 would have been perfect for him to jump in there and do that. And then game 4, hey, look, Ben. Hey, look, man, Tatum, you know what I'm saying? He been averaging 27. We need you to hold him to 20 this game. KD going to go off this game. We just need you to hold him to 20. But overall, I don't blame Ben Simmons. I don't blame Nicholas Claxton. I blame 3 people in the Nets organization. I blame Kevin Durant. I blame Kyrie Irving. And I blame Steve Nash. Steve Nash, your rotation sucked. Kyrie and Kevin, for whatever reason, all year long, y'all have been finding a way to be the 30-30 club together. Or one person go off for 30, the other one be 27. You both efficient. One person's 14 for 19, the other person's 7 for 10. And y'all, get to the free throw line and y'all do whatever y'all got to do. But for whatever reason, out of 4 games, basically it was like this. Y'all swapped. First game, Kyrie went off, played great. 39 points. Kevin was slumming. Then second game, neither one of y'all played well. Third game, neither one of y'all played well. Fourth game, then Kevin Durant decides he wants to have a Kyrie type game and go off for 39. Well, he still shot poorly. So overall, I'm going to be honest. Those are the 3 that I blame. I don't have any excuses. The Celtics were the better team. And at the end of the day, the Nets played like shit.
I mean, honestly, we just looked at it as superstars, and we looked at it through our, I'm going to say, 2K vision. Because honestly, Kyrie only played half the games because he stood
Yeah.
sat out for COVID. I mean, the
Yep.
chemistry wasn't there.
Nope. But
Never was
here's
there. It never was there compared to a team that's pretty much been the best since the All Star break by far, offensively and defensively.
For
that's true.
sure.
I
True.
mean, at the end, it just seemed like one team wanted it more. Let's be honest. Whenever a game's close like that, it comes to passion,
Yeah.
and Boston had it.
I was about to say, but
Because late in the game, you can even see it
Right.
on Brooklyn's defense. They played very lackadaisical. They had a chance to win game 4.
Yeah, they had a chance
I
to win.
see a couple of easy dunks at the end.
Honestly, yeah. Well, they had a chance to win game 4. They certainly had a chance to win. Honestly, there was no game throughout this series that they weren't in. Because remember, even game 2, even though they ended up ultimately losing, I think, by 10 points, they had a 15-point lead in that game. And like you said, they just got lackadaisical. I think and I'm going to call them this respectfully because I've been calling them the LA Rams. But you know who they actually are? They're the Brooklyn Cowboys is who they are. They're the Dallas Cowboys. They're we're Kevin Durant, we're Kevin Durant, we're Kyrie Irving. People already praising us for being, 2 of the most skilled players ever. Everybody's calling KD the best player in the world. So guess what? When we show up on your court, you're supposed to tremble. You're supposed to be scared of us. And no, Kevin should have realized this. He should have looked at tape and everything of what LeBron was going through this season. These youngers right now, they do not care. They don't care who you are. They're going to go right at you, and they're going to see if you could take it. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I told my friend earlier. I was just like, man, to be honest, it's looking like the whole, oh yeah, y'all, let me be LeBron James, let me go get AD, let me go get Russell Westbrook. I think super teams might be done. It might be over with.
They're not done. The thing is, here's the issue with the whole super team thing. The problem is when you get a super team, it's almost like what Mr. Jones said. You lack that passion because everybody's so talented, and you think that it's just this switch that you could just flip. Because to be honest, the Brooklyn Nets, even last year, Brooklyn, when they got James Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin, and and they already had Kevin. Kevin got hurt. Y'all remember Kevin didn't come around until the playoffs. But you
Mhm.
had Kai and you had James Harden throughout the year. Both of them was just taking turns because you had your two superstars. The reason why James Harden left was because he like Kyrie can't play home games. Kevin Durant got hurt. I'm not about to take on all of this by myself. You get what I'm saying? The thing is when LeBron, I'm not even gonna say when LeBron started. I'm gonna say when LeBron perfected the whole super team idea. Everybody from his class, his generation, and a couple years up, that's what they said. Okay, cool. We don't got to play that hard. We don't got to compete that hard. All we got to do is just get a couple superstars, and then playoff time we'll turn up. We'll work on chemistry throughout the year, and then playoff time we'll turn up. Well, these youngers are like, nah, we man, Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne vibes on the court. They needed a Bruce Wayne. I'm not going to say that. The thing is, they did suck, but to say that they needed somebody else, they didn't need anybody else. They just needed to
They had
own up.
somebody else.
I was about
Brown
to say
was
that Bruce,
cooking.
who?
Brown was cooking that series.
Yeah, Bruce Brown. Let me tell you something. Bruce Brown was
Dragic
your
stepped up.
exactly. So you had the people that stepped up. They just didn't get it done. And the thing is, it's sad when Bruce Brown is the person that has the most heart on your team. Like literally, Bruce Brown had the most heart on the Brooklyn Nets. Bruce Brown.
Yeah, I
And then
wouldn't.
and rebounds too. That was always an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh no, I just felt like we disrespected the Celtics, and we also apologized to them. Honestly,
I'm not even gonna say disrespect because you got to remember last
people was calling
year.
for a 7 seed to sweep a 2 seed. That is a little disrespectful.
It's not because here's the thing. You got to remember this was the same Brooklyn team that turned up last year. You get what I'm saying? And here's the thing. If KD had the dog in him this series that he had when he was playing Milwaukee last year, Brooklyn, this series would still be going on. Like, let's be real. The series would still we would probably be talking about Brooklyn having a 3-2 lead, and are they gonna close it out game 6?
I mean, it's that same man on the court. It's just they found a strategy to slow him down and frustrate him, and it worked.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. When we talk about that dog, here's the thing: the Bucks was playing KD dirty last year too, and KD still found a way. They just did not have it this year. It's like I don't know if they just didn't care. I don't know if they just thought like
I just think simply they got outplayed.
they got
It
outplayed,
was
but I
to a
think they
better
looked at
team. Simple as that.
yeah, I think that they looked at Boston as that little brother team. That's what I think that they looked at them as.
Which I don't get because they ain't the same team they played last year.
It's close to it. The core is still there. Jason Tatum,
Not
Jalen Brown, and Marcus
defensively.
Smart.
Not defensively.
No. Of course not defensively, but that's
That's
because
a
of
that's a
Udoka.
completely different team defensively. They was very much more offensive minded last year.
They were, and then that's why Brad Stevens got his ass sent up there to the front office. Little Bruce Arians. Mm-hmm. Because they said you rubbing people the wrong way. So let's get somebody in here who's gonna make the team gel together.
yeah. The Nets. I don't. To be honest,
The
it's
turnovers crazy. Turnovers was crazy too.
Turnovers was crazy.
Like crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. That was just a bad showing for them. Like
It was
really bad.
it was times they was doing it like more than once in a row. It's like watching UConn play a non-top 25 team.
Exactly. Like I think at one point, like KD a few times in this series had like back-to-back turnovers on a possession. I was just like, KD, like, what are you doing?
Oh, they was getting turnovers on the inbounds.
Yeah. Like,
None of
bro,
them.
you can't inbound the ball properly.
Like
Yeah,
under their own basket, some of them.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Mike might got a point. I don't know if this was really the same like KD from the Milwaukee series because you got to think about it, right? PJ Tucker, good defender. You got Giannis. You got Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday, debatably, well, not really for me, but you can debate it, is a better defender than everyone on the Celtics. And it's like if he went off of 50 against them, he
He
could have
better.
went off of 50 against the Celtics. He
He,
could have.
he better
He
than
could have.
Marcus
I don't.
Smart.
These past couple of games, I don't know what KD been on. He been trying to like show he can be a playmaker for some reason. I see him going on the Twitter rant. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've been trying to show off my playmaking lately. Y'all been, sleeping on my. No,
yeah.
we're not sleeping. No, we try to see you score. What are you trying to do behind the back? Oh,
Exactly.
what are you doing?
And here's the thing, KD. Here's the crazy thing. You know what? Thank you, Lil B, and I'm gonna build off of that. It's like KD decided he was gonna take LeBron's role. You know what I'm saying in the playoff, and I'm just like, that's not what we need. We need you to be the KD from Golden State. Hell, we need you to be the KD from last year's playoff and just score. I don't care about you having 10 assists. I don't care
He
about you having 8
tried.
rebounds.
He tried. He was missing a lot of He's missing a lot of open shots that he usually make.
He was
A
missing,
lot of
but
them.
it
Ain't
was
like he
what
tried. They just wasn't falling. I mean, all the greats had many slumps.
they do. And well, I'm gonna just
Even
tell you right
Jordan.
now. That's
They
true.
all
But
go
I'm gonna
through
just
slumps.
That's true, but I'm gonna just tell you right now, this was definitely not the time to go through a slump. That shit was trash. And I'm just gonna say it right now. We well into the
They'll
show
be
now.
right back next year. If they play the whole season
Well, let me
together,
see.
they'll be right back next year.
Of course they'll be back.
It's just hard to
Here's the
trust
thing.
Kyrie, though. It's hard to trust Kyrie will play a whole season with you.
Well, here's the thing with Kyrie. Obviously, yeah, because of his mental, with his mental health and everything. But that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is this. Because Kyrie can do what he needs to do when he needs to do it, except for this series, obviously. But Kyrie can show up when he needs to. The thing with that is, I need them to get Ben Simmons ready and established. That's what I need.
He'll be ready. He'll be ready in October if they
I
don't
believe he
decide to be
will.
pissed off and trade him.
I
Yeah,
hope.
He'll be ready in October.
Oh,
Like
they not trading
exactly.
him.
that's where it
They not.
matters
They
next
not. They
season.
not trading him.
Yeah, and my
Yeah,
thing is this:
they just need more chemistry. That's all. They just need chemistry.
Yeah.
they need.
I think they'll be back next season. Honestly,
I think they'll be
barring
back as
injury.
well. Yeah, but to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes,
But
the
it's been a
Brooklyn
fucking
Nets.
disappointing though. It's been a
Of course.
disappointment.
Of course, this is a disappointing season. Because here's the thing. My thing is this. I could have even accepted it more if you lost 4-2 to the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? You grabbed a couple games here and there, and then Celtics, they swept you. They made you look like you don't even belong there.
Did you know like over half the NBA had Brooklyn winning the finals before the season started? I think GM's like 79%.
I bet.
Yeah. I remember. Trust me.
And I think the other like 20 something was the Lakers.
Sir,
Everybody thought it was gonna be Brooklyn and Lakers, and look at this shit.
sir,
Oh, I don't. I
sir,
didn't think it was gonna be the Lakers
sir.
one bit.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't going to be the Lakers.
I
But
mean,
here's the
helping
thing.
AD all season with LeBron. It could have happened.
But here's what's the thing too, and I kept telling y'all. I said DraftKings kept having it where throughout the entire season, no matter how far Brooklyn, everybody kept thinking that Brooklyn was so dangerous. DraftKings, like how they do the draft odds of like who's going to win the championship. They never let Brooklyn slip no further than number 2. They were number 2 the entire season. Number 2, even when KD got hurt. That's why I thought that Brooklyn would be one of those teams that would make history. They would be the first play-in team to like really go deep into the playoffs and get to a championship. And no, they ran into the Celtics, and Celtics pretty much just said, "We don't give a shit who y'all are. We're gonna beat you."
Yeah, and they did it too.
They did it.
They really did it.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that game 4 was piss poor. Brooklyn never had a lead the entire game 4. Never.
Oh yeah, they lost their spirits at the game 3.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because they thought,
honestly, game 1 was the beginning and the end because how they lost that shit. We all thought it was gonna be business as usual.
I was about to say that because here's the thing: if Brooklyn had won game 1, all of the pressure at that point goes on the Celtics.
You
And
can tell by momentum because at first, Boston was playing Brooklyn like Brooklyn were the favorites at first, and then after a while, they're
yeah,
like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like,
exactly.
y'all can't beat us.
Exactly.
You can see it throughout the series. They got more and more confident.
Yep. With each game, it was just like, we got y'all, and like, we gonna D y'all
And
up.
then
We gonna do.
Steve Nash won't adjust. Blake should have got more time. Drummond shouldn't even been on that fucking court.
No,
Drummond,
not at all.
he's
No.
smacking rebound like he just all game just. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's what I'm saying. Honestly, Drummond should have been coming off the bench, and Blake Griffin should have been starting because you want somebody that has
Energy.
that energy. Yeah, you need the energy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was.
that's a thousand things different could have said, but at the end of the day, I mean, got
All
the
right, so Mr. Jones pretty much answered the question. Yeah, I believe it too. And like, here's another thing too. I hate social media
me too.
because now everybody, oh, the Nets
KD getting
trash.
dog.
Yeah, Katie again. Oh, don't ever compare him to LeBron and all that. I'm like, well, what about when LeBron got strapped up by Jason Terry? Like, do y'all forget about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's worse because you talking about a guy who's 6'1"
Oh,
guarding
you forgot
LeBron.
about JJ Barea.
Yeah, and JJ Barea. Two
Jesus
two short
Christ.
guys strapping up Bron versus a 6'6", 6'7" Jason Tatum with a long ass wingspan. And let's not act like Jason Tatum didn't
Hey, they're
have
like a
help.
top 5, top 10 player.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Jason Tatum, and here's the thing, Jason Tatum, not only with the long wingspan, he had help because Marcus Smart was putting a body on KD. Al Horford would put a body. He had a group effort.
Yeah. I think they whole starting five can play defense. Jalen Brown, I think that
Yep.
Robert Williams dude, he even blocked a couple shots. He could play D2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just,
Yeah.
yeah.
So overall,
Oh yeah, they somebody to fuck with. Like they're going to play Milwaukee next round. That's going to be a series.
they're
Yeah,
gonna beat
without Chris
Milwaukee.
Middleton, it might be over for
They
Milwaukee.
gonna beat Milwauky.
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
tell you that much. They gonna
Then
beat
I
again,
don't know.
Milwaukee.
It's like people coming out of nowhere and stepping up for Milwaukee. See what Grayson Allen been doing?
I ain't gonna lie. Giannis might he might do whatever he want the Boston. I'm not gonna lie. Robert Williams is gonna get murdered down low. He is gonna
No.
get
Well,
crushed.
here's the thing.
He gonna
Well,
get
here's the
his.
thing. I was about to say that Giannis is gonna get his no matter what. Giannis is gonna be a 28 and 12 throughout that entire series.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
everybody else and what Boston is able to do. And honestly, they frustrated KD. I think they'll be able to frustrate Giannis. Giannis is going to get to the free throw line. Giannis going to shoot a lot of free throws next year. They're going to make Giannis beat them at the line. And especially given Giannis his whole, shaky history and everything at the free throw line, they're going to let Giannis go to the free throw line every single time. Where I think we're going to get, where I know that Boston is going to win and shutting down everybody else. Ain't no goddamn Grayson Allen scoring no damn 20, 25 points a game. He ain't doing it. He's not.
I don't know. Bobby Portis might step
Bobby
up.
Portis, Drew Holiday, they gonna have to do it.
Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a love that series because I'm gonna tell you right now that's gonna be probably the second best series of the playoffs because you're gonna have goons versus goons. Bobby Portis, he will slap a motherfucker on the Boston Celtics lineup if he needs to. Okay, Bobby Portis will. OG Bobby, that's what I call him. He will slap somebody if he needs to.
He definitely will.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good series. Though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting for that. That's gonna be a good series.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hell of a series. Chicago, honestly, you should have gave up your seating to Brooklyn with the way you playing. DeRozan, you out there playing like ass. I'd rather see Brooklyn versus Milwaukee the first game. First
We
round.
need, they need Alonzo this series.
Oh,
That
for
is
They
sure.
did. They
I think
did.
I think Alex Caruso got injured again, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Caruso's out
they
tonight.
took him out again, second time this season.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hit it. Hold on. I'll go over it for everybody right now.
I think it was like a facial injury. They said.
Yeah, facial injury / concussion. Look, Lonzo Ball is out, of course. Alex Caruso is out. Levine is out with COVID until the 29th. And
What
then
the?
whoever this Matt
But it's
Thomas,
been like
he's
that
out.
all year. It's been like that all year for Chicago.
Exactly. Chicago, let me tell you something, Chicago. The only issue that Milwaukee has is George Hill is a game time decision, and then Chris Middleton is out for another week or so. So with that being said, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Milwaukee. I guess we might as well go ahead and get into it. Milwaukee, they're gonna win tonight. Chicago is losing.
Yeah.
I mean, Milwaukee and Celtics though. We got.
I got Boston.
That series is.
I got Milwaukee in 6.
Ooh,
I got
6.
Boston in 6.
Whoa. Man.
That
I don't
Boston
know,
team
man.
has arrived. Here's the thing. The one thing that I love about this Boston team is this. They did what Philly should have done, which is the whole trust the process. And what they've done is they drafted well and they let everybody finally gel together and band together like brothers. What Boston has right now is something special.
Yeah. They were just looking for somebody to control the tempo, and they had them all along and Tatum, honestly.
Yep. Exactly. That
One year they had Kemba, other year they had Kyrie,
yep.
And then, every year they had Isaiah Thomas.
Yep. No,
they had
right.
Dennis Schroeder too, right? Didn't they have Dennis Schroeder too?
I think they had Schroeder.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had Schroeder. Yeah, but y'all are right. The entire time they looking everywhere else to get somebody, and I get it because I'm gonna be honest with you. Jason Tatum plays like a damn robot. I swear he's like RoboCop.
You know why though?
He's stiff.
Wow. He went to that Mamba Academy.
Shit, Kobe wasn't stiff.
Not stiff, but you said I thought you meant playing like a robot as a focus because the dude do be focused.
No. I'm not talking about that. I mean playing like a robot as in stiff. Like that mug, I'd be sitting up there watching him. I'm like, bruh, like, can you do a shimmy or something? Can you just loosen up?
Yeah, he hit a 3 and did a shimmy. That's what he did.
I mean, he did, but seriously, like just watching Tatum throughout the year, he has one of the weirdest. That man, you know what he is? He's the Tim Duncan of small forwards. This man will go off for 30. And it is the ugliest 30 points you have ever seen.
I literally just said that to my friend too, because I'm talking to him, I'm like, bro, like, because we was talking about who gonna be the face of the NBA once, everybody get up out of here. And I'm like, it can't even be Jason Tatum because he has he don't trash talk, like he get a bucket and just walk right back down court. That's it. Exactly. The whole game, it's no emotion. That's it.
Or he complain here and there when he don't get a foul. Other than that, he doesn't. He's stiff, bruh. Like his game is weird. He has one of the weirdest games, but it works.
Word. You know what's so crazy? The Celtics, they might beat the Bucks. Now that I'm thinking about it, they might beat the Bucks because it's the fact that Jason Tatum is so good. People don't even realize how good Jaylen Brown is. Because there's some games where Jaylen Brown be putting Jason Tatum on his back. Like that whole time, I forgot what game it was when they played the Nets, where Jason Tatum was like sitting out the whole third quarter, something like that. Jaylen Brown was getting a bucket every time. It was nothing Brooklyn can do about it.
That was game 3.
Yeah, it was game 3. Yeah, Jaylen Brown, that's another one. Stupid haircut, having ass. Stupid haircut, having ass. One of the worst haircuts I've ever seen. But dogging. Bro, this is just one of the weirdest teams ever. And I swear, if the league allows them to win, bro, seriously.
I'm not gonna lie, man. If Jason Tatum get a ring before Chris Paul,
possible to represent the East in the finals. It's very possible.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing. That's my pick. I believe that they are going because if you're telling me so here's the thing. If you look at the other side, and I guess we can go ahead and talk about the game last night. Miami beat the hell out of the
Hawks.
Hawks. And that's what's sad about it. Trey Young, how ass are you? You scored 11 points on a team that had no Jimmy Butler and no Kyle Lowry.
No defender out there. They all were gone.
He burnt out.
Burnt out from what?
He be doing everything all season. He burnt out.
Well,
And people don't realize like that dude is a turnover machine too.
He is.
Man.
That dude, apple, cherry, blueberry. Fuck.
Apple turnovers.
I tell you, all the turnovers.
It's the fact that I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm not gonna say Trey Young sucked, but I really never liked him coming out the draft. I'm gonna be honest. I think people hyped his head up. See, Trey Young, if you think about it, he's really not a shooter. He's just a guy who can hit a shot, if that makes sense. Like, I guess he had like this whole Curry mentality. I guess he had the green light where he just shooting at half court, but no, he not one of them guys. I don't know why Atlanta planted that seed in his head. He come to the game with an ice tray.
He excited, man. He got one of the best handles in the league.
That's cool.
That's and cool, then I mean, with streaky, he killing it.
Yeah,
he's a streaky shooter. Like, if you get high, he's cool. But when he cold, that dude lives up to his nickname.
Yeah,
I think one game he was 1 for 11, and one he was 2 for 12. Like, he was playing terrible
ass.
Yeah. Lil B.A. said it best. Never liked you anyway, you pretty motherfucker. That's what he.
That was terrible. He might have the worst performance this playoffs by far. It's not even over. No one's playing worse than that.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, given the opportunities, because like I said, you can make an argument for Kyrie Irving, but he had his 39-point game. And my thing is with Trey Young, there were a couple games where the Hawks were in where it's just like, Trey, if you could have just been mid, like you didn't even have to be Trey
But he
Young.
won a game though. He did hit a game winner.
He did. But at the same, like, come on, bro. All right.
Whoop though.
Yeah. All right. And then we can go ahead and talk about another crazy game that happened last night. Memphis Grizzlies versus the Minnesota Timberwolves.
That's best series in years.
Oh,
it is.
God.
But can we all agree to this? It's the best series for the wrong reasons. Because to be honest with you, Minnesota, this series should have been wrapped up by now. It literally should have been 4-2 Minnesota, or 4-1 Minnesota. I'm sorry, 4-1.
Yes.
You blew a game where you had 2 20-plus point leads, and then last night, you make stupid decisions. Listen, I was texting my brother, or my other brother, and I said, Anthony Edwards is becoming a star right before our eyes. He said, yep. And then literally on the next possession, Dum goes for the steal, misses it, and then let Ja Morant score. And at that point, he texted me back and said, but you see what he just did? I said, yeah. Another rookie mistake.
In his defense, if you really look at the play again, he was already beat. By the time that pass hit Ja Morant, he was already gone. But I was just like, I'm not going to lie. If I'm whoever that was in the paint and I got to stop Ja Morant, I don't care if he got to get a clothesline from hell. He not making it. I
get what you're saying, because I think who was it? I think it was Malik Beasley in the paint. Here's the thing. If I'm Malik Beasley, you already dunked on me. So at this point, it's payback. You're going to get a clothesline from him, and you're going to need to go to the line and make both of them free throws to beat us. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
That's like the best dunk in playoff history, bro.
I say it's top five, maybe top 3.
I don't know. LeBron got a couple of them
in the playoffs. I'll tell you one that was better.
What, McGrady on Bradley? That's the only one I compare to it.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I
That
tell
McGrady
you,
on Bradley was me.
Oh, no, no,
it
no,
was
no. That
mean.
John Morant
Go
dunk
ahead.
not better than that Paul George on Birdman. It's not better than that.
I watched
Oh
that live. That was exciting. It's
shit!
because
I'm a.
he had the crossover first on LeBron, and then he went to the rap.
That's true. Exactly.
And then the
Now,
camera angle was just perfect. The
it
camera angle
was.
actually made it a lot better. But no, that John Moran joint was just nasty though. He cocked it back and everything.
Well, I'm gonna
Like,
tell you right now,
feel like some
Mr.
Sean
Jones.
Kemp shit from a point guard. That's what he looked like. He like fucking Sean Kemp. That shit was
He
crazy.
did. But Mr. Jones, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna get my Mr. Jones on this one and dig my archives. Sir, how did you forget about the GOAT Michael Jordan, where he took the baseline on two defenders and then dunked on Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, you talking about that one?
Yeah.
Again, it was a dribble move that set it up, but straight raw dunk. That nigga just piked on him.
Exactly.
Like straight raw dunk. I mean, a lot of the old heads gonna say Dr. J on Michael Thompson when he did a windmill over his head in the finals.
Oh yeah, true.
Did they show that on
True.
Winning Time? Because I ain't get that far yet.
Yeah, they showed that.
Yeah, well,
That
they
shit
had
was
to
bad.
like Dr. J, like because everybody I would, like being a historian, like watching tape and all that shit over the years. Everybody was hyping Magic as the best and shit at the time, and then Dr. J's came
Yeah.
out of nowhere and just dogged their ass.
Yeah.
Like, people forgot what the
Yeah.
fuck Dr. J was because he's just an ABA.
Yep, because he was ABA. And literally, I remember, so they showed it in Winning Time. Jerry West pretty much pulled Magic Johnson to the side and just told him, you need to fake being happy. And Magic like, what are you talking about? He was like, you need to you smile, basically telling him, you style flex. You smiling all that in front of the cameras. You know, when you out in public, you kiss the kids, whatever else. But when you on that court, you turn into the mean motherfucker that we all know that you are underneath. And ever since then, Magic.
Because he won in 84. They won in 84.
Exactly.
They won in next year.
Exactly. But yeah, Magic and they got. Well, no. Well, remember they won Magic's rookie year. They won
I know 81.
Yeah, I think it was like 81 or something.
81. Yeah, they were 81. That's when he played center and all that shit. Game 7.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah, but
he got a triple double playing center.
Exactly. But what's his name had to step to him? Jerry West did, because he was just like, "Look, you playing well out there, but he played you," and he was like. Jerry West told him that's the same thing that Bill Russell used to do to him. Invite him out to like dinners and parties and all that, be his friend, and then when they get out there on the court, whoop his ass. And he was like, that's what you need, like you need to flip the script, essentially.
Yeah. Speaking of Jerry West, he hate that fucking show.
I saw he said that.
Well, here's the thing, too. I found out why they hate it, and it's because they actually have their own documentary that's supposed to be airing on ESPN soon.
Like,
that's why.
Like Last Dance?
Yes, but it's all about Magic Johnson.
That's fire.
It's for sure not gonna get talked about or watched as much as Last Dance, but
hell no, because Last Dance was a perfect storm. It was on lockdown. We had shit to do.
Yeah, that was legit perfect.
Yeah, Jordan came out of nowhere. Go watch some Jordan tape again. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was just the perfect storm for Last Dance. And honestly, I mean, let's think of a team in modern history that would be like just as polarizing than the '90s Bulls for real.
Yeah,
nah, that's true. Nah, you're right. I mean, as far as polarizing, like the only other team that you can compare, and they said that they're going to do this in the upcoming season. No, they said they're going to do a Winning Time LA Lakers with Kobe and Shaq.
It's going to be all about them too. Ain't nobody else really do nothing.
That's not bad. I'll watch that.
I mean, I'm going to watch it too because, I mean, Kobe. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Exactly.
But it's just going to be just about them two. See, Last Dance, everybody, even niggas on the bench had storylines. It was like...
they should get Jody Meeks to be Kobe.
I was about to say, well, here's another thing too, though. Winning Time actually clapped back. So I don't know if you all noticed or not, but from a legal standpoint, Jerry West had his team draw up documents and send it to HBO. And, Winning Time and the director and everything was basically like, look, y'all need to change Jerry West's y'all need to change Jerry West's image because he doesn't like it. And
Can that make
Winning
him seem
Time,
like a jerk?
go ahead. What you say?
He don't like that whole shit. Make him seem like he's just an alcoholic and shit, a rageaholic and an alcoholic.
Exactly. But what they said was, and this is true, they said, well, Winning Time is not a documentary.
No.
So, we're not basing it off of all facts. Like, it's based off of a novel that somebody who was close to the Lakers at the time wrote, and we made it a parody. That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty much a parody.
Yeah.
Fucking John C. Reilly in it. What you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you take it serious when John C. Reilly is in it? Like, come on, bro.
Like, we all know
it's some. Yeah, and here's the thing: is it some questionable stuff in there? Yes, but again, it's a parody. It's about them having fun. It is what it is, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't get too upset when you know that the stuff isn't true, because everybody knows Dr. Jerry Buss, God rest his soul, but everybody knows Dr. Jerry Buss was out there at the Playboy Mansion with Hugh and them.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's basically all they saying. Dr. Jerry Buss was a alcoholic / power hungry / sex addict. That's basically what they painting him as in Winning Time. Which I mean, you gotta remember, bro. That was the '80s, bro. Cocaine, bro. The cocaine was pure then. Okay, that snow was pure.
Nah, that was crack. That was crack by then. Crack.
I mean, it was crack, but here's the thing. Crack.
Well, that was the players. That was the players.
I was about to say that. Oh yeah, because they showed that too.
There's a lot of crackheads.
Yeah, Spencer Haywood or whatever his name was. That man was smoking that pipe. They showed that.
It was niggas smoking pipes going to the All-Star game, nigga.
Exactly.
What's his name? Richardson from the Knicks. That nigga's a beast. Average 25 smoking crack. Seriously, like.
No, it's true.
It's part of the reason why they said Magic and them and Jordan saved the NBA.
Yeah. Yeah, because, yeah.
You get bar fights in the 70s.
Yep.
Like, people used to really square up. Like, it used to be.
Nah, it's the truth. Nah, it definitely is. Nah, so, yeah. So, it is what it is with that. But nah, overall Winning Time, decent series. But just back to the NBA. So, what do y'all have this minute? So, what do y'all see the Minnesota series? Do y'all see it being over or going to 7?
7.
I got to go on 7. Because literally, here's the thing. The Timberwolves, they just have shown they're a team that has short-term memory. They give up a huge lead, lose a game, and then come out inspired the next game and, just like drop buckets.
But then again, I mean, Ja with the 30 points. Yeah, I don't know. Ja may be like, it's time to close this bitch.
He might, but I'm going to be honest with you.
He been shooting like shit, though.
I was about to say, he been shooting like, he didn't come alive to like the last 4.5 minutes. So here's what happened. And like, I started to put some money down, but I was like, I ain't going to risk it. When Ja made that dunk, it was almost like a turning point of that game. Like, even though they was down 11. And like, even in the fourth quarter, they went down by, I think, as much as like 13 or 11 points. But then all of a sudden, Ja just started playing. And literally last 4.5, 5 minutes, he was just going off.
No, this center too. Clark, he was.
Oh yeah, Clark, yeah.
Yeah, he was doing whatever. He was getting like 3 rebounds at one time. He going up like he's Shaq. I'm like, all right, come on, cat.
You did like he's Shaq.
You got to do something about this.
Nah, he did, because here's the thing. A lot of people was counting Memphis out because they was like, yo, Steven Adams ain't 100%. he only limited in minutes, and it didn't matter. That dude Clark, whoever he was, Lil B.A. right. He did look like the second coming of Shaq.
Seriously.
Nigga was just dominant. I was like, bro, what am I watching?
He was a big Aristotle out there.
He was, bro.
Oh
Like honestly, here's the thing: that when you look at that Memphis game last night, that's some shit that you see on 2K. Like that's something like when it happened on 2K, you like, all right, that like it's a video game. But to see it happen in live action, you like, nah.
yeah, it was just unacceptable. Like you just see the Timberwolves just shooting threes for no reason. You got Cat trying to put niggas in a pole from the 3-point line. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't be getting what the fuck he be doing sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie, he did hit that clutch three. I give him that he hit that clutch three and gave him the lead, but it just didn't matter. It just didn't matter.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
hit that three for no reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Cat was trying to hurry up, get that game over so he can go home to Jordan Woods. That's all that was.
For sure the reason. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, but I still got Minnesota winning though. My mind didn't even change. It's just that they gotta stop.
I got Minnesota in 7. Yeah, Desmond Bain. Yeah, that's another thing too. I was just like, bro, where's going? Like, it was a lot of beige rage going on out there. Desmond Bain was cooking.
He been cooking all series.
Hey, that nigga had 30 last night. I'm looking like, y'all, come on, man. Come on, not this
big cooking all series though.
This big linebacker built nigga hitting threes left and right. Ain't nobody doing nothing about it.
I don't know. Memphis might do it in 6 though. I'm watching Timberwolves in 7.
I doubt it.
I want Timberwolves in 7, yeah.
Yeah. Jaren Jackson gonna foul out again. I think he fouled out in 18 minutes. That's how I don't understand how they lost again. He fouled out in 18 minutes. It's no way you lose and their best defender fouled out in 18 minutes. He didn't even play 2 quarters and he was on the bench. Come on, man. This is crazy.
Nigga out there looking like a Bass brother of Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. Niggas just out there to get fouls.
Like Golden Reed.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's it.
That was crazy. But yeah, I still got Minnesota though.
I still got Minnesota too.
Like I told you. Out there.
Yeah, and like I told y'all, this Minnesota series, if Minnesota wins this series, this is going to be one of the most roller coaster series. Like when they go to play Golden State, and we'll talk about that game in a little bit too, because they could close out tonight. Golden State, I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to be one of the most roller coaster series. They going to lose by 31 game, win by 2 the next, lose by another 35 the next game, win by 3 points the next. Like, it's just going to be one of the weirdest series that we have ever witnessed.
Or Golden State just might sweep their ass.
No, they not sweeping them. Minnesota will get 1 game.
Nah. I was about to say, yeah, Minnesota. I got them getting 2 games. I got Golden State in 6. Minnesota's goons, bro.
They goons. They can't match bucket for bucket.
They can't match bucket for bucket, but I'm gonna tell you right now.
Golden State got the ultimate goon. What the hell?
Hold on, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. I get that they can't match bucket for bucket, but they could definitely be goon for goon. Patrick Beverly can go out there and do a tomahawk on Jordan Poole and give him neck issues or something where he's out for a game or 2, okay?
Jesus Christ.
All right, time for Draymond to roll an ankle or cat.
Literally. I seen some.
It might be a wrestling match.
I seen some picture. I think Draymond gave LeBron, James Harden, and Jokic a red eye. He legit putting his whole finger in these niggas' faces. Yeah. Like, what is going on, man?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yo, we miss Zaza.
Yeah.
Time great dude.
Yeah.
I can't
that nigga built the dynasty off his shit. If he ain't found Kawhi, Golden State would have never been a dynasty.
That's true.
Literally.
That's true.
Nobody never talks about that shit. Zaza's MVP.
I seen that corner 3 live because Kawhi was doing whatever he wanted to go to stay that game.
He
They was
was.
up by 26 in the third.
And strapping KD.
That is before KD.
Oh yeah.
Oh
You
yeah, it
right.
is before KD. Yeah.
This is before
Yeah.
KD. You was strapping Curry.
This that 3-1 lead, right? This one they this one
Nah.
I think it was
a game
2-1.
two. Yeah, that was
Okay,
game
it was game
two.
two.
It was a game two.
Okay.
And they were up 26 in the third. And they was like, all right, they about to go back to the finals.
No,
That shit happened.
I'm saying that was the series where Kevin Durant said, "Okay, this is my last season with OKC. I'm going to the Warriors."
No.
Before that, this is like when they won their first one, 16.
Yeah, 16 is when they won the first one.
Yeah, it's like this is what happened then.
Yeah, because you got to remember, KD last season, Kawhi was a Toronto Raptor. Zaza, he talking about Zaza was a Golden State Warrior.
Yeah,
and basically put that work in to get Kawhi
Leonard
out.
You know, because I think they changed the rule after that. When Kawhi shot, remember he stepped under him and he rolled his ankle, and that's what
they did change the rule.
They ain't played for the Spurs in like 2 years and all that shit.
Yep. Yeah. He ain't played for 2 seasons because they misdiagnosed him. He didn't trust them anymore, and then that's when ultimately Kawhi ended up leaving and going to the Toronto Raptors. Yep.
Crazy.
I'm trying to figure out who's on the Spurs. I can't remember who's on the Spurs from to be up 26.
What you mean? That was
Tony Mono. Yeah, Mono and Parker.
Oh, they still had them?
Yeah.
Danny.
It was still Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. Danny Green was actually a good player.
I think Tim ain't retired yet either.
Yeah, I think Timmy was still there. That was like one of Timmy's last years.
Jesus.
Yeah, they was balling.
Oh yeah, Golden State lucky.
When they defended champs, that's what I think that the year before. That's when Danny Green pretty much beat the Heat. I think Danny Green was out of series.
Yeah. What the hell? What was that? A gunshot?
Nah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, nigga, hey,
do
we need to end the show? Oh, okay.
It's actually a very quiet neighborhood here. Not a lot of shit really happens. You know, people just do their drugs and chill out.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, but that Phoenix and Dallas is going to be a crazy series next round too.
D Book should be back by then, right?
Probably by game 2 or 3.
Mr. Jones, look at me when I say this. 4-1 Phoenix.
I don't know, man.
That Luka Chris Paul matchup going to be crazy.
The Luka Chris Paul matchup is going to be crazy, but let's be honest. Chris Paul ain't checking no damn Luka. Let's be honest. That's Mikal Bridges' job.
Who Chris Paul going to guard? Jalen Brunson?
Either one going to be a tough matchup.
That's true, but I'm going to be honest with you. Phoenix, I'm going to be honest with you. Phoenix, that's going to be a 4-1. Phoenix is going to beat the Mavericks.
I say 4-2.
I'm going to say 4-1, and I'm going to tell you why. Everybody getting happy right now over the Mavericks and everything. They're beating the Utah Jazz. The Jazz are the Jazz. Let's just be real, gentlemen. The Jazz will always be the Jazz.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, Phoenix. Now, Western Conference Finals, when Phoenix goes up against, either Memphis or Golden State, or Minnesota and Golden State, whoever the winner of that is, then that's when they'll lose.
You think the Timberwolves could beat the fucking Suns?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I do. I promise you I do.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, Pat Beverly would strap up CP3.
For sure.
Shit.
Honestly,
and I'm gonna be honest with you, Minnesota matches up well against the Suns.
I was just about to say that. If you think about it, Minnesota has defense. If you think about it, they you can put Jared Culver, whatever his name is, you can put him on Devin Booker. He'll survive. I'm gonna be honest, he'll survive. And Cat, like I said, DeAndre Ayton, my statement still stands. He has no archetype. Cat got at least they both solve. But DeAndre, it might be a little softer. I don't know. Cat got to do something, DeAndre.
He's softer than Cat?
Hey, it's debatable.
He plays in the paint.
It's debatable.
So
Yeah,
are
it's
you saying
crazy to pay.
so little bit so little bit if I'm hearing this correctly, you're telling me that DeAndre Ayton is more light skinned than Carl Anthony Towns is what you telling me.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yep, 55-minute timestamp. Click. All right.
All right.
Yeah, you hear this disrespect, DeAndre, like you ain't for the fucking Dallas.
Shout out
Say you
DeAndre Ayton.
soft. You'll come out there.
He have his good games. I give him that.
He been killing
Okay.
it. He been carrying the slack. Honestly, he's
Bricks
been
Okay.
had
very
31
efficient.
last night.
He's been very efficient.
That is true. That is true. They did barely win. But yeah, but no, it's fine.
Who,
All right, so let's
Phoenix?
go ahead. Yeah.
Who am I
No,
15?
no, no, no. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
about to say. Yeah. Oh, and did you listen to the group message? Did I not call that blowout, Mr. Jones?
yeah, I seen it coming too.
Yeah, I saw it. The, the,
And
the problem is
Bridges was on fire too. Bridges had a
exactly.
great game.
I honestly I called it literally within the first couple minutes. I said this is gonna be a blowout. It is what it is. All right,
Well, it looks
so
like Chris Paul don't be playing hard and still be getting like 12, 13 assists every game. It's kind of crazy.
exactly. All right, so there's only two games on tonight, unfortunately. Should have been Brooklyn and the Celtics, but we all know what that is. All right, Chicago and Milwaukee. Does Milwaukee close out this series tonight?
Yes.
I think we all agree.
Yes.
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 And then do Golden State, do they close out the series versus Denver tonight?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Now, here becomes the question. Do both of them cover their spreads? Because both of them is 8.5. And then Milwaukee is actually 12.5 point favorites.
Milwaukee won't cover, but Golden State will.
Okay?
I agree with that.
I agree with that. I'll take that. Mama, I've been trapping for a minute now. All right, well,
But then again, Milwaukee like fuck around, beat them by 20. They are at home.
they are. I was about to say that, yeah, they are at home, and guess what? This is going. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna be one of them games. Giannis gonna give you about 35 and 14 rebounds.
Yeah, 7 assists too, at least.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah. It's
dude an
gonna be
NBA
nasty.
Street character. I'm trying to tell you. Can't wait till they make the new NBA Street.
Yeah,
Giannis will be
he
on my
is.
squad.
Yeah, it's never
Nah, he
coming,
is.
but it's nice to have dreams.
No, they said they're thinking about developing it. They're thinking about bringing EA Big back, the whole division.
Mm, they should. Well, honestly, you know why they thinking about doing that? Because of you take the NBA playoffs down, but you know why they doing that? It's because of what 2K is cooking up. Because remember, they have to do non-simulated, so it's going to be like an NFL blitz type thing with 2K football.
Yeah. That's why Madden started the yard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To try to counteract that. Hey, but can we talk about something? Can we talk about how the NFL just came through and just bitched the NBA like all the way around?
But what happened?
So first of all, they got 3 games on Christmas. So Christmas is literally for the NFL. It's going to look like what Thanksgiving is for the NFL. There's going to be 3 games on Christmas for the NFL. 3.
Those things, because they got to put on good games, though. They can't put on, like, sorry teams.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be good matchups, but we'll see. The schedule comes out in like a week, in like a couple days. I think it's like the night of the 28th or something like that. It's like the night of the first day of the draft or something. It's something weird. All right. So you got that, right? Then Black Friday, the NFL is going to have a game on Black Friday.
What?
Yes. They're going to feature a game on Black Friday.
Jesus Christ.
Then and then we can already talk about it. So they already, they took the whole idea what the NBA did with the play-in, added an extra team on both sides, and now it's an extra week in the playoffs. And I'm sorry, an extra week in the season, which moved the playoffs back. And then they took over Valentine's Day weekend, which we all know Valentine's Day weekend was NBA All-Star weekend. NFL just took all that over.
Greedy bastards.
Jesus.
Exactly.
it
Yeah, but
just
literally, it's going to
Jesus.
be a 3-game lineup on Christmas. They said
Family
fuck the
mad as shit. They
NBA.
don't see you this holiday or the next one.
Basically,
So I wouldn't mind a Black Friday day game though.
I
Eat,
wouldn't mind it either.
I eat Thanksgiving
Especially,
dinner flat out there. Make the game.
yeah, like honestly, me personally, I think they should make it a good division game. And you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be later on in the season,
That shit
and
gonna
it's
be like
probably
Tennessee versus Buffalo or some shit like that.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, Derrick Henry versus Josh Allen. I take that.
Nah, more likely, I don't know. They might give Brady that game.
They ain't gonna get Brady that game. Brady gonna tell him he don't want it. He at home with his family.
He
Yeah, I
ain't want
want
to be
to
home that
back
bad.
in
He came out of retirement.
Listen. He wants a sprinkle of them. He don't want the whole thing. All right. He deals with them a couple times during the year. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. I feel like Brady, he may get him another one, man. And it's
Of
just so
course,
unfortunate.
of course. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, we go ahead in the show,
Mhm.
off of that. But I have no doubt when we go over predictions and stuff like that for the NFL, Brady didn't come back for nothing. And to be honest with you, let's be real. The NFL didn't call Brady back for nothing. We already know. And the NFC,
45?
bro, the NFC is so weak. The NFC is so weak.
Yeah.
And,
Wait,
and,
he
and
came
here's the
back.
thing.
He came back
Go ahead.
after Devontae Adams left, or was it during the whole "I don't want to be here"?
I think it was like during the whole I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
Who's
I'm
in the
saying.
NFC besides the Rams? I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
the
lie.
Rams is the Rams their only competition because here's the problem, little BA, and sorry to cut you off and I'll let you go.
Anyway.
Besides the Rams, that's it. I was saying San Fran, but Debo talking about if the 49ers don't give him at least 30 million, he ain't playing. He want Tyreek Hill money.
I don't even know if he's actually even coming back at all. I don't even think that's just the case. I seen some video. He was in the club. The bottle
Nah,
girls
Uh-huh.
bringing out, "Oh, Debo come back." He was like, "No, I'm not." Yeah, he said he's like, "I'm not coming back," because he said he want a more traditional wide receiver role because they have him playing running back and all. I'm like,
Exactly.
yeah,
And guess what? And the problem is too, they was gonna line him up at wide receiver, do that whole combo role that they did last year because they lost Monster to the Jaguars.
yeah,
And the Jaguars,
hmm,
go ahead,
uh,
Mr. Jones.
it's
No, go
time
ahead.
for it's time for Debo to go.
It is.
where he going though?
It's a lot of people
If
that want him. It's just
if
who
I'm
Oh
he
the
yeah.
right,
Patriots, I try to get him
right
from the
package.
Patriots. If
Yeah,
I
but
think the Dolphins, Patriots, and maybe the football team. Other than them three, I don't know who else would really could get him.
well, here's the thing. Me and Mr. Jones was talking about it. It's what we talked about on the last show. There's a couple teams out there, and it's funny because an article came out about that team being like the favorite. The Colts was one of the front runners.
Oh
The
yeah,
Bengals
yeah.
still got cap space to go after him. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm the Bengals, if you telling me that I can have Debo, Taj Boyd, see you later. Higgins, see you later. Draft picks, see you later. You talking about Chase, Debo, Joe Mixon, and Joe Burrow? I take that going into next season.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But if I'm
Yeah.
Debo, I for sure to try to go to the Colts though, because I'm the best on the team. But at the same time, there's nobody's trash. Ty's not bad. Pittman's not bad either. They just got Jonathan Taylor's crazy.
Yep.
So I mean, yeah,
Well, do you want to play for Carson Wentz?
Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're not asking Carson Wentz to even throw it down the field. Hey, Debo, catch this screen. Take it to the house.
That's
Hey, Carson, hand it off to Jonathan Taylor. Taylor, get us 10, 15 yards. That's all you need. You don't need Carson to launch the ball down the field.
true.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. So I like the Colts to get Debo Samuels.
Wait a minute. Didn't Carson Wentz go to the Commanders?
Oh yeah, he
Yes,
is
there.
the
My bad.
Commander.
Yeah, he
Oh
is.
yeah, so it's Matt Ryan is the Colts. I definitely go there now.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going. I'm
Why
not
do
gonna
you
lie, I'm
try to get
definitely
these
going.
old niggas on their last leg every year? You start to peep the trajectory here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, here's the thing, Mr. Jones. What you have to understand is this.
Look at Daniel Jones next year.
I know. Well, here's the thing, Mr. Jones. What you got to understand is this: Brady broke the mold, and so once that I give him his credit. I'll give him his credit where it's due. Peyton Manning technically broke the mold going to the Broncos. Then Brady broke the mold because he went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers where everybody said that he was done and he won a Super Bowl. So everybody is saying if I could find that QB that just got a couple years left, that's experienced and won't turn the ball over too much, we could figure this out.
I mean, but they did it with Phillip Rivers.
They did.
It's like they third straight. Like they would go back to Andrew Luck finally.
Andrew Luck ain't coming back to them.
Yeah, he looks sick.
Yeah, he does. He
Oh,
looks like them
he
injuries.
vegan. Oh, he vegan right now.
Yeah, it's one or two, but I'm gonna tell you right now, neither one of them is a recipe for success in the NFL.
yeah, Andrew Luck left right when he was getting back good again too. I know the coach was thrown off by that.
I mean, he was hurt, bro. His body, that man, like when they went through his injuries, that man literally is injured damn near everything on his body but his neck.
They still wouldn't give him no protection.
No.
So he's like, "Y'all ain't gonna kill me."
Exactly. I still need to be able to hug my kids and love on my family. So yeah. But all right, man, let's go ahead and end this. It's an hour, a little bit past the hour. We appreciate everybody for rocking with us. Please make sure you share this, subscribe to the YouTube, click the link tree down below, check out everything. MT signing off with me and my co-host.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones. Mr. Come first because you gotta respect me. And down below.
Your favorite guest star, D'Angelo Russell today.
Peace.